All right, so here we go. Yes, the dev team just gave us a very big update about post-launch plans called the Year 1 Battle Plan. We're talking about Season 1, 2, 3, 4, and beyond. And guess what? It has been confirmed. We're getting the highly requested Horde mode eventually. We also have a brand new extensive blog post we need to read over together. There's some interesting things here about what they're going to be doing in the future for Space Marine 2, so we're going to dive into that as well. Plus, some legit concerns about console performance. This is one thing that the dev team has been shying away from so far, so we have some replies and choice words from the dev team about that one. And the Saber Boss goes on to explain how this is going to be a no force armor situation when it comes to post-launch DLC support. It seems like they really want to provide really good content for you all. But you know what? Check this out right here. So to celebrate the launch of Space Marine 2, I'm giving away one copy to one lucky subscriber. So check out the pinned comment for a chance to win a copy of Space Marine 2. So yeah, I said we break down the Year 1 battle plan season by season, starting out with Season 1, which is going to be beginning in September. We're going to be getting free updates and season pass updates. For free updates, we're going to be seeing ultra-wide support, private PvE lobbies. A lot of you guys will celebrate that one. Battle Barge Sparring Arena as well. That's going to be cool. But for Season Pass, when it comes to the paid stuff, we're going to be seeing the Ultramarines Cosmetic Pass. Now remember, when it comes to paid stuff, it is going to be cosmetic focused, and free updates are going to be centered around game modes, that sort of thing. So that's going to be pretty cool. Now, we also have Season 2, which is going to be beginning sometime in 2024. They don't give an exact date here, which is a bummer, but it says new PvE missions. We're going to be seeing lethal difficulty and Neo Volkite pistol and a new enemy type added with Season 2 free updates. But when it comes to the Season Pass, we're going to be getting the Dark Angels Champion Pack, Cosmetic Pack, and Weapon Skin Pack, as you can see right there. A lot of people looking forward to that one for sure. Now, let's talk about Season 3 and Season 4. Again, beginning in 2025, but no real solid month to, go by here, which is kind of a bummer. But Season 3, we're going to be seeing free updates. New PvE mission, new PvP game mode, new PvP arenas, new enemy, PvE prestige ranks, and Battle Barge expansion. So it is cool. I gotta note that they are going to be focusing up on everything in the game. It definitely seems like they want you involved with the full breadth of the game from PvE to PvP, which is really cool. And we have this one for the Season Pass. One chapter will receive Champion Pack, Cosmetic Pack, Weapon Skin Pack, and then another chapter will receive a Champion Pack as well. Then it says incoming transmission. So I feel like this is work in progress. Maybe the blog post that we go over here in just a moment will detail exactly, what they plan to do in terms of how they're going to be rolling out information to us. Let's wait and see here in just a moment. Now, for Season 4, it's going to be in 2025 again. We're going to be getting a Horde mode, new enemy, new weapon for the free update. So Horde mode was something that was highly requested in your top comment. So that's actually going to be happening. And then we have, of course, yes, once again, one chapter will receive a Champion Pack, Cosmetic Pack, Weapon Skin Pack, and another chapter will receive a Champion Pack. And it seems like, once again, there's going to be some more details revealed about what's happening with the Season Pass sort of stuff. So yeah, a lot of really cool stuff happening there. But I say we head on over to the blog post and get into the details about what the devs actually had to say about this. So let's go ahead and dive into this. All right, so here we go. Some more details about September. Says first things first, the launch of the game, of course. Now, if you pre-order the game, you'll receive the Macragge's Chosen DLC, which includes unique appearances for the Chainsword and Bolt Rifle, as well as a unique Pauldron. You'll unlock this cosmetic item after completing the campaign mission Sky Fire. So be aware of that one. Check it out. Looking pretty badass right there, I gotta say. Then it says by pre-ordering the gold or ultra editions, you'll have access to the Season Pass, which has a series of cosmetic items based on specific chapters. More info about the first season can be found later in this blog, so stay tuned. Now, it says the Season Pass has been envisioned as a way to enhance your customization for your character. All the gameplay additions listed here in the roadmap, including weapons, game modes, and maps, are intended to arrive in free game patches and will be accessible to everyone. Now, finally, Ultra Edition owners will receive the Ultramarines Champions Pack. Here it is. Check that out. That looks freaking badass. It says it's unique richly detailed full armor set for the heavy class that comes with its unique heavy bolter. Note that this pack is and will only be available to Ultra Edition owners and won't be sold separately. He looks like he is ready for war. Now it says first weeks after release. The launch of Space Marine 2 is only the start of our journey together. In the first weeks after launch, we'll be focusing on collecting your feedback across all community channels to bring some quick adjustments and improvements through quick patches. Then we will start with the first season of content. What about season 2? We got to talk about that one. Now, it says this right here. Season 2 content will be released between October and the end of the year. Amongst the free content, you can expect a new operations map, a new enemy, a harder difficulty level, a new weapon, and various other improvements. Season Pass owners will be able to unlock new cosmetics based on the Dark Angels chapter, color schemes, heraldry, a weapon skin, and a champion skin, a unique full armor set for the Bulwark class. This is interesting how they're doing armor sets, by the way, per class. Let me know how you guys are feeling about that one, or if you would prefer it to be like kind of like more universal. But I get why they would be doing this, because the armors are extremely unique per class. Now it says this, and after. So much more content will be added throughout 2025. New operations, PvP maps, game modes like Horde mode, and more will all expand on the content of Space Marine 2 for free. On top of that, more cosmetic items based on iconic chapters will be added to customize your characters. And they give a little bit of a sneak peek here, I think. Now it says today also marks the launch of new community hub, Focus Together. All players will be able to use this new platform to chat with our team, share feedback, or even suggest new ideas for Space Marine 2. Now, make sure to create an account there. I'll throw that link in the description below for you all. And the rest of the blog post is basically a thank you for sticking with them, their excitement for launch, and of course, the future of this game. So yeah, a lot of cool stuff going on there, but there were some things that weren't answered in this blog post. A lot of you guys have been wondering about, and that is console performance. We've heard about the PC performance from early previews, but we have this question out on X right here, or Twitter. It says, any word on when console performance will be touched on? The fact it hasn't been touched on at all this close to launch has many people nervous. And a reply here from Folks Entertainment saying this, we'll communicate on console specs in our community update that will be releasing this week. So yes, they are going to actually be informing us as what's going to be happening with that. But yeah, a lot of people concerned about this. You know, they say they're not going to be buying anything unless console performance is good, which they refuse to deny or confirm. And they again reiterated that, hey, don't worry, we're going to be communicating this. So I'm hoping that we actually get some good news here about console performance. It sounds like a lot of you guys are actually worried about that one. But you know, from what I'm seeing, the year 1 battle plan was pretty well received out here by the community. It says 3 things. 1, presumably the new mission takes place after the campaign. It appears the Tyranid threat wasn't fully dealt with and are still a threat, which is nice. We got a new gun also, and Sparring Arena, which I think is really cool. More stuff to add personality to the battle bars, which, by the way, that battle bars is such a cool feature, and it's cool to see that they are going to be expanding that as we go. I'm curious to see if they're going to continue beyond just the Sparring Arena or not. We'll have to wait and see as we get further into the game. But yeah, very cool stuff. Now, we got to talk about what the Saber Boss had to say about future plans as well. In this new article right here, it says, Saber Boss explains Space Marine 2's microtransactions. People don't want to be sold horse armor anymore. So yeah, let's get straight into what was actually said here. It says this, there are shifts and trends in the industry. People don't want to be sold horse armor anymore. I can say that because I worked at Bethesda. Our fans never thought we ripped them off in World War Z. Focus are great. They kind of let us do what we want. Now, it says Space Marine 2's additional purchase and updates will follow a similar model to World War Z. He says you buy a weapon pack, you buy a character pack, and they did go over a little bit about the additions. You guys can pause the screen here if you want to find out what you can actually get. I'm pretty sure you know by now. But yeah, the article goes on to wrap up and complains a little bit about the expensive nature of some of these additions and that early gameplay access. Let me know how you guys are feeling about the price point for Space Marine 2 for all the editions, if you were willing to pre-order or not. But it seems like this team really does believe in what they're doing with this game, so I am crossing my fingers that this game is going to be legit when it releases. It's looking legit, of course, So only time will tell if they can keep up with this one. But you know what? It's time to go over your top comments right now. Leave a comment down below. It could end up right here in a future video. And oh boy, your top comments recently. Yeah, let's get into it. It says a PvP mode that no one really wanted. Says, what are you on about, mate? PvP in the original game literally kept it alive for the past 12 years. The communities that game built because of PvP are one of the main reasons we're getting this sequel. So I have a confession to make. I didn't play the first game, which is a bummer. It just did not happen. And I'm so excited to finally get the opportunity and chance to play, you know, a Space Marine game here. So yeah, I had no idea that PvP was so immensely popular, because what happens a lot of times with games like this is the dev team kind of just like tacks on PvP, you know, and just considers it an afterthought. They just put PvP in the game to have it on the box art or to have it as a checklist that, hey, we have PvP, you know what I mean, as a marketing thing. But it does not seem to be the case here with Space Marine 2, because they're also providing post-launch support. So I'm actually super hyped to dive into PvP here. Now, a lot of you guys in the comments also reference Gears, like you're a Gears fan. This looked kind of like Gears. I cannot wait to hop in. I actually did play a lot of Gears of War PvP. So let me know if it's anything like that. I'm definitely there for it, and I cannot wait to hop into this and try it. Yeah, so all right, next up we have this one right here. One thing I think Space Marine 2 could really benefit from is a Horde mode. It's been confirmed. It's actually happening. You know, it says, I'm a simple guy. The game reminds me of Gears. I'm playing it. There it is. Yeah, exactly. You know, it definitely has that dark Gears feeling to it, but it is its own thing for sure. But I can see how there can be that crossover for sure. This next comment was kind of hidden. I had to go searching for it despite it having tons of upvotes. Says this right here. The game all true sci-fi fans have been begging for, seeing as Helldivers became Nerf divers and Halo is now a rotting corpse. Damn, shots fired there, but he's not wrong. A lot of people are super disappointed in both of those franchises. Don't even get me started with the Halo TV series. I'm not going to talk about that one. But yeah, it's a shame that Helldivers 2 was handled so poorly. That's one thing that I hope that Focus Entertainment and you know, the dev team here for Space Marine 2 are actually making note of, and they're not going to like nerf the hell out of things for Space Marine 2. That would be absolutely horrible. Now, they did say that they are going to be making adjustments and, you know, tweaks as they go based on your feedback, of course. But yeah, we'll have to wait and see. But yeah, someone also commented here saying, bro, I've been waiting for a 40k game like this for years. I ain't being careful with my money on this one. I'm going all in for the Empire. Yeah, you know, the cosmetics look really badass too. So I think it's a very smart way that they're handling the DLC, by the way, with the cosmetics being a focus around, you know, when it comes to paid stuff. And then, of course, with the free updates is going to be the meat of the game. That's gonna, I really cross my fingers. That's the one thing that will keep the community going and very interested for the foreseeable future. All right, so there it is. The latest happenings around Warhammer 40k, Space Marine 2. Really hyped for this one over here. Counting down the days to hop into this one. But thank you all so much for the love and support on the videos. Keep those comments rolling in. Looking forward to reading them. Thank you all so much, and I will see you all next time. Take care.